go ahead and start making your way there. Make sure that you have your severe weather kit with you and you're ready to be safe and take shelter. Turn the TV all the way up. That way you can hear it if you're heading down towards the basement or anything, and just be ready to listen for the severe weather updates. But again, you'll want to be in your safe place well before the storm moves through, because again, as Kevin mentioned, it is going to be a lot of rain before the storm would move through. He's putting on the velocity here, and yeah, we can definitely see there's that little return there indicating where that tornado would be there. More of a vantage point, if you look down this way, it's just hard to believe that in downtown Davenport right now, we have boat rescues taking place right now on River Drive. If you can believe that or not, check this out, folks. You can really see the vantage point of how fast this water has made its way inland and also how fast it continues to creep up there. And again, you can see places like the Radisson Hotel right there in the distance, and that water we've been watching as it continues to rise up against the brick levels there. And these supercells, you can see again, they all have that same identity, and that identity is that little hook or the appendage on the bottom side of the storm. So yes, this is a severe part of the storm that's moving through Prophetstown right now. You're likely seeing some hail, very heavy rain, strong winds. There's the hail core Kevin just plotted there, moving towards Leon Corners and off towards the north and east here. And this is going to be moving towards the Hume area as well. But on the bottom part, right around Leon Corners there, just to the north of there, right along Illinois 78, that's where the potential tornado would be showing up here. This is going to be running just to the north of Lomax Road. So if you know anyone that lives on Lomax Road, or maybe over towards the north here, just about 2 miles north and east now of Lomax Road there, just 4 miles south of Prophetstown, that's where that potential tornado would be tracking. Let's take a look here at what we've got going on here on the ground. I wanted to show you here, beneath me here, the snow is becoming hard to measure because the wind continues to whip it around, but this is some pretty deep snow here. You step down pretty quickly into a big dash of snow. So I would say at least a good 9 to 10 inches solidly here, but we're seeing the wind blowing this snow around, so we're getting snow drifts that are higher than that at times. And as you can see here, we've got road crews now making their way up the Brady Street Hill now, helping to try to clear some of the roadway and helping to try to give us a little better traffic results here. At 5 o'clock, I tried to attempt my first ever snow angel since arriving in the Midwest, and everyone made fun of me. So check this out. I'm going to redo it again, and this time the correct way. You got to do your arms and your legs. So watch this. Now it should be official, right?
Nice.
I'm officially in the Midwest, Paula, right?
Good job, Cedric. Now, the one arm holding the microphone needs to also make a wing. Okay, there you got it.
You got to have talent out here. I'm telling you, it's a dream for an athlete. You may be asking yourself, where's the snow? Well, let me take a little farther down here on Iowa Street, and you can see these big piles of snow here. This is why Iowa Street is closed right now, is because their crews have been working hard overtime, making sure that they're getting the main roadways clear. They're piling up the snow into these big snow mountains here, almost is what you can call them. And what they're going to do is they're going to be bringing in the large equipment. You can actually see some of this large equipment. They're going to be using the front end loaders and a couple of other items here, and they're going to be kind of taking this snow and removing it from downtown so that they can open up some of these streets that they have closed.
I heard that there's busload of ladies coming in here now for the show.
Well, I definitely got to put on the show now. So we do it. I put my hands here and here?
Yes, one on the bottom like that. Now you're going to step forward just like throwing a baseball.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is you're going to aim right for the center of that target. Now, if you get a bullseye, I'm going to have to buy you a steak dinner.
I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to that. Here come the skills here.
All right, let's see if we can do it, folks.
All right.
Drum roll.
Stand by color bars.
There we go. There we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Here we go. Can he do it?
This is a big event here. We have over 400 tractors out here, and believe it or not, they actually let me hop on one of these tractors here, and well, they hadn't let me drive yet, but we're working on that. Here's our big storm system stretching across Kansas right now. Blizzard conditions from Omaha back down through Kansas, and the beginnings of that moisture beginning to stream in across our area. But notice the storm track I placed on here takes this across Missouri and south central Illinois, so that will put us on that favorable northwest side. So as that low pressure moves our way, so will the snow, and it will be heavy at times across the region. So let me walk you through the timing this morning, just some of that light rain moving on through. By lunchtime, though, I think most of us will begin to switch on over to that heavy wet snow. In fact, I think between about 9 a.m. and lunchtime will be the transition time across the QCA from northwest to southeast, from going from rain to snow, and then that will all be snow by the time we get towards 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it will be heavy snow and the winds will begin to pick up as low pressure passes by to our south and east. So that means we could be talking about near whiteout conditions in many spots. And even into the evening hours, this band looks to slow down and kind of hang across the area. So we could be still adding snow totals on there as we go throughout the midnight time frame. Let me take you in and show you the storm. It's really been getting its act together today. If you look down into the storm, you can really see this kind of stadium effect. You almost see kind of how it kind of dips in a little bit there. That's the center of the storm. And so where is it headed? Well, as you heard, along the southeast coast, it's likely to move that way. But as we go into the next 24 hours, this storm is going to get even stronger. So it has the potential of getting up to about 150-mile-per-hour winds. Would not be impossible for this to briefly hit Category 5 strength at the top of the hurricane scale before starting to weaken and making its way inland. And that's going to bring severe flooding, also the potential of some dangerous winds, and of course that life-threatening storm surge as well. So big storm headed that way. Well, you know, I'm always ready to toast now. This is good.
Can you tell what that is?
Oh, got a little orange juice in it.
Orange juice.
And what else?
And peach schnapps.
Oh, peach schnapps. Okay.
What do you think of that?
I think it tastes pretty good. It's a pretty good drink right now, you know. I did want to let you know I do have to do the 5 and 6 o'clock.
I know you do.
Appearance,
and
so.
I had to do the 6.
That's true.
And I know that means you trust me. And you're taking a 7.
I know, take a 7. Well, you know, I wouldn't say I trust you. I trust the drink. The drink looks so wonderful. What can I say?
You don't trust me?
No, I trust you too. I meant to say that too. Yes,
but I look wonderful too.
Hey, I tell you what. Hey, anything that makes you, if the drinks keep coming.
I look bitter as you drink that.
You know.
Okay. Thank you, Cedric.
Well, happy Monday, and what a gorgeous Monday it was all across the area. We've got pleasant weather across the region, and that will stick around with us as we go throughout the evening hours. In fact, we're looking for that low humidity and temperatures falling from the 70s down into the 60s, but overall, you can't complain about that, especially since it is the month of June. I mean, my goodness. We've got a strong storm system that we are keeping our eyes on. This will not arrive until about Wednesday, so I think we get another dry day heading into your Tuesday, but Wednesday we will have better widespread rain chances moving in across the area. And then behind that system, we're going to be turning much cooler as we go towards the middle and latter half of the work week. We're talking temperatures that will be well below normal, and that will begin really starting with tomorrow, a below normal stretch of temperatures that looks to stick around at least through the holiday weekend. Take a look at the numbers outside now. You can see everyone hanging out in the mid to upper 70s, and even though that's fairly warm, it's not too bad because we've got the low humidity. Let me show you the muggy meter, because this is really how we measure what it feels like when you step outside. Of course, when you get in the summertime, you typically have those dew points that are pretty high in the 60s and 70s, so it tends to feel pretty sticky, if not downright awful. But this evening, yeah, we've got dew points down into the 30s and 40s, so it is going to feel what we like to call heavenly out there. So get outside and take advantage of this nice weather, because this is very rare this time of the year. If you're going to be firing up the grill, looking at temperatures in the 70s this evening, falling into the upper 60s by late this evening, but pleasant sunshine out there turning into clear skies tonight, and that will be perfect if you want to go out and check out a nice viewing in the sky. That's right. Tonight, you can go outside and look towards the southeastern sky, especially just after sunset. You should be able to see Jupiter out there. It'll be a bright little ball in the sky. You'll be able to see it, and then as you go throughout the evening, you'll want to look closer. If you have binoculars or a telescope, you'll be able to even see the 4 moons, and possibly you can see the cloud rings around Jupiter as well if you have a pretty strong telescope. So what a nice little treat, and perfect weather for that. Now, if you take a look at the radar, you'll be able to see, again, nothing showing up in terms of any rainfall. We do have a couple of speckly clouds. These are those fair weather cumulus clouds, but those will clear out once we lose the sun there as we go throughout the evening hours. High pressure will build in. That will give us dry and sunny weather for today and for the first half of your Tuesday before this cold front begins to approach from the north and west, and that will begin to bring some changes. So as we go throughout tonight, again, mainly clear skies, very comfortable conditions. Open the windows, turn the AC off, enjoy the refreshing air mass, and then as we go into your Tuesday, I think we're dry. We will see some clouds moving in by the afternoon, and especially by Tuesday night. And as we go into your Wednesday, we're going to see scattered showers and even a couple of rumbles of thunder developing, and that will be with us off and on throughout your Wednesday afternoon. As far as rainfall totals go, we're talking about 1/4 to 1/2 inch on average across the area, but there could be a couple of isolated spots that could see a little bit more than that. But either way you slice it, this is not going to cause any flash flooding or cause any major river rises, but we could have another system this weekend that could produce more scattered showers and storms. So by the end of the week, we could add another 1 to 2 inches of rain, but it looks like there will be some time for that to soak into the ground. So the warm weather or mild weather that we have the next couple of days that will disappear, and I think behind that storm system moving in on Wednesday, we're going to get much cooler. We're talking well below normal temperatures as that cold front moves through. So 78 for your Tuesday with increasing clouds in the afternoon. Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms likely. The potential of, again, a couple of rumbles moving through. Behind that system, look at that. Highs only in the 60s. We should normally be in the lower 80s this time of the year. And then we'll watch for a chance of scattered showers and storms for the weekend. Hopefully, we can try to move those rain chances on Father's Day and Sunday.